What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. I know I just did a video on the galvo and sort of the gantry, but it is such a game changer. I need you to understand this. So I'm running a job on the gantry on these 20-ounce tumblers that takes 2 minutes and 30 seconds a piece. This logo is a little bit bigger as far as like this direction and this direction, it's the same. This runs in 20 seconds. So I literally take the tumbler, put the tumbler on, hit enter, and it runs. This is real time, getting the engraving. I have 50 tumblers of this to do and 40 of this to do, and it's gonna take no time. I am just blown away. Like having a jig, having the ability to literally not have to put it in the tumbler, not have to take the lid off, not have to take the straw out, makes a huge difference. I just finished running the 40 water bottles. We still have 36 of 50, and we started the 20 ounce at least 30 minutes before. Let me talk about why this is crucial. Reason this is important is because just with that order is a 700+% increase in time savings. And that doesn't even include the fact that we don't have to take the lid off, we don't have to put the lid on. That is just running. Where in your business can you find extra time? I was listening to a podcast it was a video podcast. It was about a guy who wrote a book about, I don't even know the whole premise of the book, but he talks about buying back your time. You don't hire employees to get more work done. You hire employees to buy back your time. This machine is buying back a bunch of our time. I can't decide if I want more or if I just want to make it so that it's really easy to switch in and out. The one feature that I wish Lightburn had was that it saved the cylinder correction settings per job. So if I saved the file, it saved the cylinder corrections for that job. Unfortunately, it does not. It's just a global variable. So I'm gonna have to write some scripting to change that automatically or make that a feature request through them to maybe have them change that. But it is huge, the fact that we can now, like, we processed 40 tumblers in minutes. Like, if they were taking 20 seconds a piece, that means 3 per minute. It was like 13 minutes, so maybe 20 to do everything. That is just bonkers versus if I was running them in the traditional method, it would have taken over an hour and a half. So by the time you switch them and load them in, because they're harder, 2 hours. So 20 minutes versus 2 hours, that's huge. Like, it's just bonkers, like complete bonkers. Where else can we find that missing time? Where else are we giving up time because we just don't know it? Now, the other thing that you could do that someone has asked questions on is web-to-print software. The ability to have people order online and go directly to print. Now, I'm not going to talk about specific software or things in this video, but I want to talk about things to consider. A web-to-print, the idea with it is to be able to buy back your time, to be able to have someone order online and have it go automatically into your production system. The thing that you want to think about is, do you want everything in there, or do you want a specific thing or specific things? As an example, I run a Fiery. EFI sells software that can basically allow you to order paper printing online, and it will drop it right into my Fiery server. Convenient. Is it worth it? I don't know. Is it more worth it to just write scripts that run on my PC? That's where you have to consider. Like with my pen website, there's a service called Cordial, which allows you to make templates. When someone orders, you could automatically email, they could automatically design. I could theoretically use that. The problem that I found with it is it adds funky clipping boxes and does weird things. While it is technically a web to print and I don't have to design it, I have found that there's about 5 fonts that I use, and particularly one font, that as soon as I send it back with that font, they accept it. Some people are like, oh, can I have a different font? And I just say, hey, go pick your font. So for me, that time savings is better spent on scripting and employees than on a web to print solution. Now you can look at someone like Firesprint.com. Shout out Firesprint. They have written their own system that allows them to track all their orders, dump all their stuff correctly in a way that works for them. We're going to do a video coming up, so make sure you're subscribed, about how they use FileMaker to do all of that. They wrote it themselves. They got it going. We'll probably talk about their web service as well, because that helps them flow. So the things to think about is, what is it about the web to print that you want? What is the convenience thing? Because for me, I'm not a Vistaprint. I am not a software company. I'm a print shop. Now, I want to be able to use software to my advantage, but what is the best thing for me to do? Like, I'm totally going to write some scripts for the CO2. That's why we're working on some adjustments for the jigs so that it can be fully centered in the thing, so I can just write some scripts and boom, it's done. I'm going to have it import a PDF. I'm going to have it load the PDF, center the PDF, and just wham, be done. But that's better for me than getting a website and having it designed and trying to make sure it's vector based and all this stuff. So there's things to consider. Like, what? Go ask in the Facebook group, join the private group, timetomake.something.com/join. Figure out why you want that, because there could be a better solution for you. Hope that helps. I hope you guys buy back your time however you need to. Ask in the Facebook group, ask in the private group for ideas of how you can do that with the struggles that you're having. I'm going to continue to make videos answering questions, but hopefully that's a little food for thought on a web to print solution. We'll see you in the next one, Prep Fan.